In other 1980s news.
Oh wait. I'm not ready for this story yet. Hold on.
Okay. All right. Let's see what he's doing here.
Oh. What?
Now we can talk about this ridiculous story.
Did you drink a beer? What was that?
I did, yes.
I'm ready.
Wow. Okay. John's got to get it up to hear this one. Okay. Might have been a butter beer.
This is crazy.
All right. Hey, in other 1980s news, as reported by The Guardian and Futurism, that's where I got the different bits of information here. Willy Wonka event leaves children in tears.
Oh, I'm not left with the children's tears. It's just what brought them on.
Right?
It was billed as this could be a true crime. It was billed as a, quote, celebration of chocolate in all its delightful forms.
Yes.
But ended up a tragic tale worthy of an Oompa-Loompa song.
Oompa-Loompa, Doompa-Dee.
Last weekend. So last weekend, this is like a Fire Island, this thing. If you guys remember that crazy Fire Island story, this is like Fire Island, but for kids. So last weekend, organizers of what was described as, quote, a Willy Wonka Experience, end quote, in Scotland, duped unsuspecting parents into bringing their kids to a truly dismal event. The $44 ticket experience turned out to fall well short of the advertised, quote, immersive experience, end quote, that was to have been based on the recent Warner Brothers film, which is a prequel to the film that we loved as kids. It's actually a pretty good movie. Did you guys see that? I liked that movie. I thought that was a good movie.
I would like to. Just haven't.
The Wonka film?
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. Phenomenal.
All right.
I expected not to like it. I expected it to be disrespectful to Gene Wilder and the films that made that. But
all the same. I went in with so much trepidation. I'm like, this is absolutely adorable. I love that movie. Yeah.
So many homages to the original film and connective tissue that didn't feel like too much fan service, but just perfect.
Exactly.
Gosh.
And then you get this, and then you have this nonsense. The event publicly promised giant mushrooms, candy canes, and chocolate fountains, along with special audio and visual effects, all narrated by dancing Oompa. Instead, guests were met with cheap-looking props, sparsely populating a dirty warehouse in downtown Glasgow.
Yep.
Screaming children.
And as more details come to light, the more the event's failure sounds inextricably linked to, you'll never guess it, AI. Insiders are now saying that even the scripts for the character actors were AI generated. So it seems like AI generated the scripts for the actors that were to portray the Oompa-Loompas and the bad guy and Willy Wonka. In fact, the AI made up the bad guy. The AI was responsible for the marketing material.
I'm not sure that I would have found this event appealing even before the disaster that it became. I'm not sure that I would have spent $44 for an immersive Willy Wonka experience. Now, maybe if my kid were obsessed with it, like, oh, okay, they're not going to be quiet until we do this. But just for that kind of investment, right from the get-go, I don't know.
I can't find the picture.
Oh, no.
Okay, so here you go. So there you go. Welcome to Willy Wonka's place here.
Can we zoom in on this? Let's see. No, it's already zoomed in. Yeah, so I can move it over. There we go.
You got it.
So there's like some kind of a gummy bear in the corner and like a gumdrop and a red pipe and some sheets.
I got even worse one here.
And the caution tape on the floor. Awesome. And look at the warehouse. Glasses, windows are broken out. It looks like post-apocalyptic warehouse. It's ridiculous.
Right, here's another.
It's amazing.
Another picture of it too.
The banner.
It's just a poster.
Suspend your disbelief.
Are you supposed to get your picture taken in front of that? I guess that's the photo. The photo.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh, wait, let's get that one for now. Here's another one.
There's all the crap from Hobby Lobby. Yeah. It's like, well, we got this shrub. Let's paint that red. There's a candy cane. There's some mushrooms.
Yeah, and one of the images has gone viral for what people are what people are calling
What?
meth lab Oompa-Loompa.
Yep. And she looks so happy to be there.
She's surrounded by smoke and Bunsen burners and test tubes.
That's amazing.
Oh my goodness, that's just terrible.
Oompa-Loompa dooba-dee-doo. I've cooked up some glass-like shit for you.
Anyway, so local actor and comedian Paul Connell, local to Scotland, of course, Glasgow, he was explained on TikTok how he was hired to be one of three, not just one. So he had 3 Willy Wonkas walking around.
Oh.
Willy Wonka was tasked to entertain children at the event.
Yeah, that's not good.
Connell said, quote, instead of getting Timothy Chalamet, referring to the actor who starred in the recent Wonka film we talked about, they got Timothy Charlatan.
I didn't see any pictures of the Wonkas. I wish I could have seen that. I didn't see that anywhere.
I saw one picture of him. That's the other thing he says in his video, look at me. I don't look like Wonka. Like he says that should have been my first clue that something was up.
Oh.
That's
something
amazing.
Was up. He said, and then referring to how the script was clearly AI generated, he said, quote, one of my favorite lines was, and this is something he's supposed to say. And in fact, he said that he got this job. He asked them for the script. They give it to him on Friday, and the show is on Monday or Sunday.
Oh.
The script is 15 pages long, and he says it's pretty much a monologue. And he has to memorize it.
And go.
Anyway, he says of that script, one of my favorite lines was, quote, he's now quoting the script. There is a man who lives here. His name is not known, so we call him the Unknown. The Unknown is an evil chocolate maker who lives in the walls. The AI generated script also predicted how the audience would react, saying, quote, members engage with interactive flowers, offering compliments to which the flowers respond with pre-recorded whimsical thank yous.
That's not happening.
None of that happened. They did not have the budget for any of that. What the computer did not foresee was that police would be called to the venue after furious families complained about the event that left children in tears and abruptly canceled.
The best mismatch is, I think, in the advertising. It says something about it's going to be a confectionery delight for children that could gorge themselves and blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the event, they're literally handed 2 gumdrops and a half a cup of lemonade.
Yeah, I saw that table with the lemonade.
Like,
oh, God.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's what I get?
Yeah. That's what their $44 got them, yeah. It's terrible.
Oh, man.
Oh.
That's not even worth $5.
In a statement, the organizers, which are the House of Illuminati, that should have been another flag, I guess. They apologized to customers, writing, quote, unfortunately, last minute, we were let down in many areas of our event and tried our best to continue on and push through. And now realize we probably should have canceled first thing this morning instead. End quote. They did confirm that full refunds would be given to customers, which could take up to 10 days. But as of this reporting, the actors still have not been paid. So I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah, no.
I cannot imagine what is the thing that fell through that would have saved this.
Everything. Yeah, you're
Right. Literally everything. Everything.
No one thing.
Yeah. Oh, we had a guy writing a script. We had somebody bringing in props. We had somebody doing decorations. We had somebody that was going to be an actor. And none of those things panned out. Here's what you get.
Yeah, they didn't have anything lined up. I mean, what were they?
I know.
They were going to take the money and, I don't know, abscond with the money or something. I don't know. Man. Now, it turns out, as reported by Rolling Stone, the House of Illuminati is being run by Billy Cole, I'm going to say, Coull, who has self-published 17 books on Amazon that were also most likely generated by AI.
Oh.
Since this incident, Cole has scrubbed many of his social media accounts, including a YouTube and LinkedIn profile where he presents himself as a, quote, business-savvy life coach, end quote. which
Disney? What?
business, sorry,
business.
as a business savvy life coach, end quote.
Mm.
Now, this proves what I suspect all along. Life coaches, that's a bunch of bullshit, right? I mean, not that there aren't good ones, but there's a lot of people who could just claim it.
Oh, that was an
Right.
easy thing. An easy thing to
It's like any kind of consultancy.
Mhm.
It's like it's only worthwhile if you actually have the knowledge and experience to apply to the problem. Just saying, well, ask me, I'll give you my opinion. That's not consultancy. That's not the same thing.
No.
And I say that partly because I belong to these podcast groups, or just to see what other people are up to. Most of them, overwhelmingly, John, I don't know if you're in any of these groups, overwhelmingly 90%, I would say at least, are people that are like, not self-help, because that's, I guess, self-help, let's say self-care, mental health experts, life coaches, therapy. And I think none of them are like, most of them, you don't see they're certified or have any degrees, or there's no letters after their names.
Yeah.
Anyway, making light of his terrible experience, Hector Connell joked that it was, quote, a world of imagination, and that you had to imagine it was not a dirty warehouse. There you go.